You ain't had to hang up on me like that.
Yeah. We'll talk. I'll call you back.
Steph, what was it? You probably you've been around crowds on the road. What was it like to be at home and see actual like humans in the stands?
Mic check. It's work. It made all the difference in the world for sure. It's a big arena. You're tired of looking at the blue tarp and empty seats, and it was noticeable. I don't know exactly how many fans there were, but it was night and day difference, and a really good feeling coming off that road trip. You know, a lot of excitement and anticipation of getting some fans back in here, and hopefully everything went smooth and we can keep that momentum because it made a huge difference in terms of building home court advantage and just adding a little intensity to the flow of the game. And obviously in the second half when you're going to run and kind of close the game, it was close to, I mean, it's not 19,000, but it was meaningful.
What was going on with your right foot there in a game that caused you to leave the game?
I had a little tape issue at first. Something just didn't feel right and want to get it redone and looked at. Everything kind of reset, and then I came back out and try to get back in the flow of the game, but stuff happens.
If your pregame warm-ups are always entertaining, but you seemed to have a little more pep in your step this warm-up, watching you kind of feed off the crowd and kicking the ball. And were you a little more jacked up this warm-up tonight?
There's a lot of excitement. I was trying not to get too too excited and kind of get overwhelmed a little bit because you're just excited. There's a little bit more energy and some warm bodies in the crowd. So it was nice. But you kind of want to pace yourself a little bit, not burn yourself out because you are, hype and on edge a little bit.
Is that ankle thing you were dealing with, or foot thing, is that anything that's like you feel like might linger, or was it just a one-night thing?
Hopefully it'll be good by Sunday. It's not as prominent as the one in Boston, so that responded well. So hopefully this will be the same.
Steph, with the fans, you had actual fans, chanting, MVP as your name, rose up in the rankings of the MVP. Being that you won the award twice, I wanted to see if you would give us kind of your criteria of what you think the MVP actually is.
I mean, you kind of have an understanding of, who the 3 or 4 or 5 guys that are playing the best statistically, consistently. I call them, their problems every time they step foot on the floor, and they pass the eye test in terms of what it looks like too. Then you filter down. Obviously, everybody's for good reason focused on the winning teams because that's what basketball is about. But then there's certain situations and opportunities where guys can separate themselves because of the circumstances or peaking at the right time or just putting a full body of work together where they're setting. We're doing things that haven't been done before historically too. So there's like a lot of different ways to look at it. But the beauty of, I guess, the vote is whoever has it is, can make those calls and checklists and all that. And at the end of the day, for us as players, like, you respond to it when it happens, but being in that conversation, year after year is something that is, more meaningful than obviously you want to win it, but it's meaningful. And there's all that stuff you can't control. So I feel like, who the most valuable guys are, year to year. It's just a matter of who rises to the top.
Steph, James Hill with BNC Sports. You guys come home, you take care of business. Just talk a little bit about the one game and one game at a time philosophy and just getting it done.
It's we know there's 12 games left, and every game's important for us to, try to continue to get better and continue to play better, but also, climb the standings and kind of secure your spot and, as high as you can get. We've had some tough losses, Washington twice, the Boston game, but coming back at home with the excitement of getting fans in here, this is a big game for us, and Denver's been playing well. Obviously, we know they're dealing with injuries, but they won 4 in a row coming in, so it was a great defensive performance for us, a great win. We've been dealing with, injuries, and now with Bays and D. Lee out, we had a next man up mentality. So Kelly, Mike, Juan T coming back, giving us a huge boost. It's showing the continual maturity of this team and everybody understanding what their role is and trying to do it, to the best of their ability. We got to do it, lock in 12 more times to get ready for hopefully a playoff run.
Steph, Draymond was just up here and he said that he felt like passers can get in the zone just like shooters do. When you're on the floor and you're receiving some of those passes that he's making, do you agree with that assessment? Can you feel when guys from a passing standpoint are in a different zone than they are regularly?
Yeah, I mean, the same way, like, you feel like the game slows down and the rim looks huge. Same way, I guess, if you're at the top of the key or you're making those decisions with the ball in your hands to get somebody open on time, on target passes, you kind of just see everything a little bit better, a little bit quicker, and you execute, the angle of the pass, speed of the pass, timing of the pass, whatever it is. So he's a master at it. And when he gets in a groove like that where he's getting everybody involved, and having a Draymond type night where scoring is not really, the difference maker. It's the way that he does the intangibles and then, makes everybody better by getting the ball on time, and we, can finish off plays. So he's the smartest, basketball player I've played with, and it shows in moments in games like tonight where he just finds a way to impact winning in his own way.
We just saw a moment where you went over and saw Clay from he looked a little bit emotional. Was Clay kind of taking it all in, or can you tell us a little bit about that moment?
No, that's just between me and him.
Steph, would you say you feel even stronger this season than you felt in your unanimous MVP season? How would you compare how you feel?
I didn't hear the first part. What did you say?
Would you say you feel even stronger physically this season than you felt in your unanimous MVP season?
You should see how much I'm benching right now. That's pretty dope, man. Like pushing pounds, just pushing weight. It's crazy. I lift. But yeah, definitely feel stronger, feel more efficient with every move and holding your ground, holding your lines, your driving lines and all that stuff, not getting knocked off, being able to deal with, physical play and contact and all that. So, yeah.
You think you guys might have found something with this, Oubre Poole kind of scoring combo off the bench?
Yeah, I think we've kind of fallen into it because we've had so many different moving parts and injuries, and obviously with KO, he went out, and the change of bringing him off the bench. Since Philly, he's played well in that role and has continued to impact the game, in his minutes. So that's not an easy thing to do at this point in the season when you're asked to take a different role, and you still have to keep your mindset right, keep your focus, know that you will have a huge opportunity to impact the game and make your presence felt. And he's been doing that. Tonight was awesome. I mean, obviously you can look at 23 points, but defensively too, blocking shots, getting steals, deflections. He was everywhere. And then obviously JP, he looks confident out there. It's just a matter of making shots, and we're confident in his ability to do that.
Steph, how important was it for you to say something to the fans before tip-off there? What did that mean to you?
It was an awesome opportunity. It's weird because usually when I've done that, it's been a packed house, so it's like I didn't know who to look at. But it was a cool moment. I got our the manager of Chase Center, Kate Stone, right? Kim Stone. See, I did it again. See, I'm terrible with names. So I had to apologize to Kim Stone, who I called Kim Scott, I believe, at half court. So Kim Stone, wherever you are, I apologize. And thank you for allowing us to bring fans in safely to Chase Center and get the energy right. So shout out to Kim Stone. But it was an awesome just moment, and get the game started and keep it moving.
Steph, obviously you guys want to win every game, but is there an extra emphasis when you play a team that's ahead of you like Denver? You've beaten these guys twice in the last 2 weeks.
I mean, yes and no. It's where they are in the standings, but it's all about us just winning games at this point, no matter who we play. So they require all of your attention. You know how good Jokic is. So it's a good win for us for sure.
Hi, Steph. It's Maria Vidal for Tap Deportes in Latin America. You were just mentioning cool moments, and I just thought, is it just a coincidence that you got a haircut after your... Oh. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you.
I was wondering if it's just a coincidence that you got a haircut after your amazing 30-point per game streak. And was it to essentially start fresh like you did today?
You hit the nail right on the head. That's it. Pretty straightforward.
Steph, Juan was talking about he busted his head open on the same part of the step that you hurt your tailbone on. What does it mean to you to see him playing? What does he do for this team?
He just brings an amazing energy. It's contagious, and he's aggressive on both ends of the floor. No coincidence, he's plus 30 tonight, and gave us another little scare when he ran in the loon. Thankfully, he's all right. So he is a dog, and shows it every opportunity he gets on the floor. And dealing with a situation like that, stitches in his head, concussion. Even right after the game in Boston, he just has such a positive, infectious attitude about, he's gonna be out, but he'll be back and hold it down. And then, he comes back and impacts the game like he did tonight. So love having him out there. And, he's got a huge opportunity the rest of the season to continue to prove what type of NBA player he is.
Hi, Steph. It's Leonardo Torres from Peru. Congrats on the win. Steph, you guys outscored the Nuggets in assists and rebounds. How proud are you of the team effort of tonight?
Yeah, everybody chipped in, man. Our defensive presence was awesome. I mean, you keep a team like that under 100, you're doing something right. And, it was a gutsy, is that how you say it? Gutsy type of vibe, because we didn't start off great. And it's always hard coming off a 5-game road trip and trying to bring enough energy to beat a good team like that. So, yeah, everybody chipped in. It was a good win.
All right, let's go to one last question. Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead, Nick. Last question.
Is there a sense of normalcy when you come into the building and there's a few fans and you're raining down triples and you hear the MVP chants again?
Yeah, it was really nice for sure. Considering what we've all been through last 409 days? 409 days. So that was awesome. Even pulling up and driving around the arena when I got here 3 hours early, you see all the ushers outside waiting to get in and understanding that they're excited to get back to work, and just a little bit different of a buzz inside and outside the arena. So I know you got to take it slow and hopefully obviously keep everybody safe, but ramp up how many people can get in the building and, slowly but surely get back to a full packed house where, that energy is second to none. And as us on the floor, we live off of that. You try to bring it when it's an empty crowd or empty arena. You do your best, but it makes such a difference with fans.
Great. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.